Hello guys, I'm back again. Thanks for joining us today and want to remind you that we are discussing how to make the process of getting married with Ukrainian women for Indian guys easier, and also I think some of you also will find today's discussion very useful. Want to also to remind you that my Ask Vita Live comes every Wednesday, 6 a.m. New York time up to 7. Immediately after me, Ivanka has her Ukrainian Live, starting 7 a.m. New York time, which will be 2 p.m. Ukrainian time. And also every Saturday and Sunday, Vita Live comes 11 a.m. New York time, and Ivanka's just 3 hours earlier. So it will be starting from 8 a.m. New York time up to 10. Okay, thanks for subscribing our channel as well. Don't forget, you can simply press subscribe button in the lower right of your screen, and we continue our discussion. I want to marry two Ukrainian girls. Upendra, girls or girl? Don't scare me. Girl, what should I do? I come from simple family. We mentioned all what you should take into consideration. First of all, the money is not so much important. If you're loving and caring man, of course you should be financially stable, you should have your job, and of course no one Ukrainian woman will come into poverty. So to change bad life in Ukraine for bad life in India, it's not gonna happen. I don't know, and you need to live separate life. And I don't know, for simple family, what does it mean? It means you don't have Mercedes or Bentley, and you cannot go into a restaurant every day, or you don't have food every day, and you need to do something special for this to help to survive. So it depends. A simple family, it's not a problem. Problem is really poor family and non-educated family, when old traditions are still existing, and when mother-in-law can treat daughter-in-law as a servant and really can be rude and pressing. So it can be a problem, really. Okay, here you are. Women are somewhat responsible for there is also important aspect in Indian culture, but you didn't talk about this fact at all. Dowry, okay, let me know please, what does it mean? I'm not sure what means this word, I'm sorry. If you let me know what means dowry, we can discuss it. Okay, please, somebody who knows and who can tell me the translation of this word, we can discuss. Maybe I missed something. Okay. Get well soon to Ivanka. Absolutely. She was really bad today. Yeah, but I hope she will recover soon, and I will pass her your wishes. Her name is Olga, but diminutive is Ola. You mean more soft. More soft. His name is Alexander, but diminutive is Sasha. Is it ever appropriate to use diminutive, and if so, when? First of all, these kind of words you can always use to your life partner, to your girlfriend, to your wife, to your kids, of course, to your friends, to people with whom you communicate every day and with whom you have not formal communication. Not for boss, not for doctor, but if this doctor is your friend, it also can be fine. Sometimes it depends actually on the level of communication. Even if it's her parents, she's Olga Petrovna, but if you have warm connection with her, close connection, and if you talk much and in friendly manner, sometimes it can be absolutely appropriate. But you should feel it, or you can even ask. You can even ask your girlfriend how will react her parents, but not for the first time, absolutely. But if you feel you have very close connection, it can be really fine and nice, and you can, if you just tell her Ola or Sasha, it can be, yeah, absolutely. My husband, he doesn't have very good relations with my mom, so he still use all the full name. отчество and name. So he never tell her Ira, let's say. Hello, Carl. Yeah, you joined us a little bit late. I'm fine, thanks. Hope you too. Of course, I'm not 94. Of course, you're not 94. I understood this. Ivanka, by the way, told me today that you're 94. I say, no. He was joking. It's for sure he is not 94. But we will try to figure out. No, not until next month. Oh my God. So it's a secret. You don't want to tell me how old are you in real life? Dowry means after marriage, girls' parents support men financially so they can start their life. I mentioned it, by the way. You missed it, Historic Lake. I mentioned it. I mentioned that Ukrainian parents are not going to support financially, and they are not going to give gold and big amounts of money as a payment for getting married. So I mentioned it. Thanks for this word. I will know it. I will learn it for me. Right now I didn't know the meaning, but we mentioned this. Yeah, you can check once again. Ukrainian people are not going to do this anyway. So Indian people who is going to marry Ukrainian women, they should discuss it with parents. They should explain them. They should get approval from the parents if they gonna accept this fact. If yes, then you're welcome. You can have a happy family life. But if not, then it can be a problem. Yeah, because we don't have this tradition here in Ukraine. There is payment of money for bride's family. Yeah, I understood already. Thanks, guys, for your help. So I'm waiting for your questions regarding relations, getting married, whatever. Just let me know what you want to discuss more. And I think maybe something interesting I miss. Yeah, guys. As far as we can have streamed today a little bit longer, so let me know what you want to discuss. And next time we are going to speak, by the way, next time we meet with you, with me on Ask Vita Live on Saturday, which will be 6 p.m. Ukrainian time, 11 a.m. New York time, and we are going to help Chinese people. Also, very interesting situation. A lot of Chinese people are crazy about Russian and Ukrainian women and would like to get married with them. I have from my own friends the girl who just got married 6 months again with a Chinese guy, a really happy family. Maybe not, maybe too early to judge, but they look very happy. They run their business together, and it was a really nice story. I will tell you next time. I'm very happy to be useful for you guys. Vita, girls in Ukraine use men like ATM. No! Ukrainian girls don't use as ATM. Okay, if you want, I can share with you even my personal story if you're interested. I am pure Ukrainian woman, okay? I'm really working hard. My husband doesn't work. He is at home, but it doesn't mean he is bad. It doesn't mean he is lazy. It doesn't mean he is non-responsible. I have more higher chances right now to earn and to provide the family because I have good job. Due to his age, he is older than me, 10 years. In Ukraine, it's a really big problem to find a good job at this age. He can do some, but we have our goal, and this goal is mutual for our family. We know what we want. We schedule our life, and we have some specific plans. So, in this case, people can have some agreement. And I'm never using my man as an ATM. And I have been never doing this. And I can tell you even more. As an honest woman and strong woman, as all of you know me already, I always was avoiding relationships with the rich men. on a very high social position. I was very popular at my younger age. I have a lot of admirers, okay, and a lot of men proposed me and offer me to get married, but I don't like to be in relations with the rich men. I will explain you why. I want to be responsible for everything, and I want to tell what I'm thinking when I want to. And I understand if the lady is poor and if the man is rich and he's taking her out, dig her out from her poverty and bad financial situation, he will always have right to shut her down. I am not that type of woman. So to avoid this situation, I like to be equal. I like to be on the same level. I like to earn my own money. I like to be educated person, smart person, and I'm very active. I'm always in the process. So for me to be in relationship with the rich man, it can be a little bit an issue because I never want to have kind of debt to someone. I was always avoiding expensive presents because I understand instead of getting present, I have to give something back. And if I don't like the person, or if I'm not sure I will be in the long-term relationship with him, for me it's better to say no to prevent all these situations. Who told you that all Ukrainian women are scammer? I think you just get a very bad experience with Ukrainian women. You choose not right people, or maybe you're doing some mistakes just by finding not appropriate people for yourself. There are lots of great Ukrainian women. I have a lot of friends who is really good people and never use their men as ATM. It's a great mistake. We have scammers, of course. You want to tell me that American women are not using men as an ATM? It's not true. I have a lot of friends in America, in Canada, and I hear these stories every day from the first mouth, from mouth to mouth. It's not like even reading in internet or something like this. So, no, I don't agree with this idea. I have seen such girls who show us 700,000 hryvnia is also nothing if men give them. I see you are just desperate. You got just one shitty scammer in your life and now you're going to blame all women. It's not right. It's not right. You never should judge people just due to one prostitute or cam girl, as you told me you would like to get married before. I told you it was stupidity, but it's your choice. It's your choice. You know where to go. You know what to choose. It's not right. No. You just were unhappy. Yeah, I remember, Harry. I told you, I remember all of you. I remember all your stories. I remember all your questions. So, cam girl, I just mentioned, yes, you see, you just did the wrong choice. But it doesn't mean some American people can be bad, but some American people can be very good. I have Canadian friend, I told you, he is my best friend. I communicate with him 10 years every day. Not a single day without good morning and good night. He knows all my family life story. I know all his issues with girls, with his parents, with financial situation, with his job. We exchange impressions every day. And he is a very good person. But he told me some stories about Canadian girls as well. It's horrible. It's horrible. In most cases, they are much worse than Ukrainian women. So it's not true. It's not true. Everywhere, bad and good. I have some questions, but I can't put them into words. Try, Andrew. Try. If you want to get the answer, try to do your best, please. Vita, it is a problem in many countries to get job when you are over a certain age. Yeah, in Ukraine, it's a great problem. For some girls, even this problem start to be after age of 30, 35, because bosses would like to get girls on the job position just under their 30. Okay, and even once I got, I have been working practically all my life abroad. I never had this problem because people appreciate me for my professional skills, for my responsibility. I never had this problem in Ukraine, maybe for some specific period of time, but I got some job offer, and due to my age, I was 35 at that moment, they took me to job, but when they learned I'm 35, they said me no. They was very sorry about this and everything, and they told me that they want younger girl because they have very young colleagues, like all co-workers. They are under 30, and they have a lot of parties in the office. So how would I look in comparison with younger girls? I say, okay, you're looking for worker or you're looking for go girl at the office parties. Okay, I'll say, okay, I don't need the job anymore anyway. So, and for men is always a problem, even if he was taking very high positions, but after age of 40, it's really can be a problem. If somebody work a long time during the day, somebody needs to stay at home to take care about kids and house and everything. So for now it's okay, but it doesn't mean he is lazy or something. He's still doing some job and bring me some money, but I'm Ukrainian woman. I never use men for money. I even avoid these situations. Andrew, I have disabilities. They get in the way of me finding work. But I still hopeful for the change. Yeah, it can be an issue in Ukraine. Disabled people practically can never have job because our society is not so tolerant for disabled people, and as in Europe and is in Western countries. Even some conditions, they are not appropriate for disabled people. They cannot easily get into the bus. They don't have special entrance for the house. People always will stare with sympathizing, with interest, and people don't teach kids to treat them well. I always explain to my kids that no need to stare at these kids, and you should maybe even try to start friendship, to be kind. This is the same person, so you need to bring up your kids with the loyalty and pityness and understanding. But disabled people in Ukraine, they're really victims, and they suffering much, and they don't have a lot of chances here in Ukraine. In Western countries, situation is much better, but not here. Absolutely. Yeah. Harry, I'm sure your husband cares for all of your animals and tends to your crops. Absolutely. 3 dogs, 2 cats, chickens, ducks, geese. Oh my God, 2 daughters. It's full. He wakes up early in the morning, 5 a.m. and start to cook for chickens, for everything, cut grass and clean everything. And yeah, but he's doing great. I don't have any complaints. We are absolutely equal. It was a situation when he was working hard, I was staying at home, and no complaints, absolutely. Yeah. Your ex was the gold digger, unfortunately. Historic lake. I don't know much about Ukrainian currency. Can you guide me? 700,000 hryvnia is a big amount in Ukraine or not? Okay, I give you once again the rate. For now, in Ukraine, $1 means 28 hryvnias. So, let's count. 700,000 we should divide into 28. How much we get? Historic lake, tell me. I don't have calculator right now, but actually if we divide even into 30, 23, 230,000 of hryvnias, of dollars. No, Oh my God, guys, help me. I'm not good at mathematics, you see. Okay, 25. I have an IT guy who prompted me 25,000 of dollars. It's a huge amount. Oh my God, you can buy a house here in Sumy, not bad. Or you can buy a really, really expensive car. I think $25,000 is anywhere huge amount. In America, in India, in Great Britain, in Dubai even. You can do a lot of stuff for this money. So I never find the woman in Ukraine who can tell me $25,000 is not so big. You really not lucky historically. Really, it was very wrong choice. Absolutely. Historically, try using a currency comparison website. It's really not difficult to find. Math hints you are a troll and trying to spoil Vita's channel. Methinks you are troll and trying to spoil Vita's channel. Nobody can spoil my channel until I have such good followers and such a good people who join my practically everyday stream. And I think we have very friendly and warm conversation, not formal communication. We are discussing really great topics. I think nobody can spoil. So I'm not offended anyway, but for me it's funny. But for me it was funny because I just noticed that every day just one dislike, and I think, okay, probably I start to get one hater. I don't know why he hates me so much. Maybe my ideas is not to his liking, but anyway, you can always join us and we can discuss if you're not agree with something. Yes, Harry, $25,000, absolutely huge amount. I think for everybody in Ukraine, especially. So maybe you misunderstood her, because I can't believe Ukrainian girl told you $25,000. It's not enough. Oh my God, you can buy a house. Or I saw an announcement. It was advertisement. New 40 square meters apartment, brand new, but without any decorations, in brand new house. It was costing just $18,000. So for 25, you can buy kind of palace here. I saw one video that boy is asking from Ukrainian girl that will you marry Indian. Mostly girls said no. It depends on the age. Because as far as you notice, all of you notice that we are trying to get answers from older women who is more experienced already, more mature, but unfortunately we can't. And in most cases, they are just students, 20 years old girls, 18 years old girls. That's why these people, they are still students. They are not thinking about getting married in general, especially with foreigners and especially with Indians. But if you ask more mature women, like maybe 27, 28, 30 years old, most of them will answer, it depends on what person he is. It depends what he can give me as a man, as a husband, as a future father of my kids. It's absolutely different opinions. If you see my opinion and Ivanka's opinions, they are quite different because I live double more than she, and it's obvious then my point of view will be different from her. But it's okay. So you should just understand that younger girls are not going to marry here in Ukraine. So you should look for older, not old, but older girls. Adam, hello. This is question. This question is irrelevant to the topic. It's okay, but if you can help me, please. Is there good treatment in Ukraine for anxiety? Guys, you give me today some complicated question, some difficult question. Anxiety, it's not kind of curiosity. Good treatment in Ukraine for anxiety. Make your question more clear for me. Maybe I'm a little bit confused today. I don't want to give you the wrong answer. Anxiety. Ask me this question once again, okay? But I will say, if anybody can ask Russian girl, she has respect for India and Indians, so Ukrainian girl think different about India, but Indian respect all country girls. Guys, I really did a great research. I was reading forums where real girls communicating between each other together, all together, who is just going to get married, who is already in relationships with Indian guys, who is already married, and who is dreaming about Indian guys. A lot of girls, a lot. Okay, guys, for now we have 2 minutes break again. Okay, I will get back last time for you and can give you answers on your questions. Please stay with me. In 2 minutes I will be back and we continue. Okay, stay with us.